Hey guys, and welcome back to Franchise Nation. I am your host, Mullet. So I'm going to bring you guys some more 49ers franchise news. We took on the St. Louis Rams in the last game that we simmed. And before we get into the results of that, I want to know your take. I want you guys to vote in the straw poll. It's going to be in the description below. Do you want me to play out the last 5 games of the season? Okay. Instead of doing the simming for some and playing the others based on what we pulled, I want to know if you guys want me to go play that final 5 games or if you want me to continue along the path that we're on. If the answer is sim the 5 games, it's not sim, but to play the 5 games, then at the end of the season, well, either way, there's going to be a poll at the end of the season to revisit whether you guys want me to keep up the sim format, the 8-8, or if you want me to do 10-6, or if you want me to just play all of them. So I just want to give you guys the option because this is still testing. While this is for this series right now, it's also as a precursor for my Madden 17 franchise mode that I want to get an idea of what you guys think. So, it's just one of those things that I want to get your take on it, and I want to make sure that I do this right and that the highest amount of people will enjoy it. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Let's see what the score was from the game against the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, and we won 35-16. Okay, that's the score. We won 35-16 over the Rams. Let's see, they had 1 turnover, we had none. Brady Johns, 201, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I'm not sure why none of the quarterbacks have stats for them. That's weird. Jamal Alden, 19 for 151 and a touchdown. 5 broken tackles, a 77-yard run. Crazy. Elgin Armstead, 12 for 45 and a touchdown. Michael Crabtree, Martavis Bryant, Nate Hill, 4 receptions, 63 yards, 2 scores. All right. Kris Arnold had a touchdown as well. Not bad. Sacks allowed. 4 for Mike Adams. Wow, they allowed 6 sacks. That's crazy. Let's see. 2.5 for Dallas Austin. 2 for Sadale Hunt. 1 for Max Bullough. Half for Aaron Lynch. Half for Heath Jackson. Half for Eric Reid. Not bad. Interception goes to JT Ogletree. Not bad. Deflections. 3 for Jawan Carey. 2 for Malcolm Jenkins. Forced fumbles. 1 for Malcolm Jenkins. Recovery. No one. Kicking. Kai Forbath was 3 for 3. Brandon McManus 0 for 1. Punting. Both teams punted 8 times for 377 yards on the nose. That's really weird. Kick return. Josh Huff got a kick return touchdown against us. That would have been exciting. Okay. I think they had Johnny Hecker as their quarterback. I think. Not positive. Okay, it's whatever. So that's our stats. Let's see the league's schedule for the week. All right, any big games, anything that pertains to us? The Seahawks won. I didn't see Arizona. Arizona lost to the Vikings. That's huge because that means that we are now 8-3 and we have a 3-game lead plus the tiebreaker over the Seattle Seahawks. So it's technically a 4-game lead thus far. Take a look at the standings. We're 8-3 on a 3-game winning streak. Redskins are 8-3. Defending Super Bowl champions are 4-6-1. Falcons at 6-5. Packers at 8-3. Broncos and Chargers at 8-3. Dolphins at 7-4. Titans at 9-2. Steelers at 8-3. And the Colts have lost 8 straight after starting out 3-0. Wow. Don't say that every day. So let's see. In terms of transactions, Saints re-sign Andres Pete. Vikings re-sign PJ Dawson. Okay, that's about it for that. Nothing else really happening. Let's see injuries for both us and the San Diego Chargers, which is our opponent this week. They had the best record in the NFL last season. We have no injuries. They have every injury. No Keenan Allen, no Melvin Gordon, no Craig Mager, no Sanders Cummings, no Tharold Simon, no John Baldwin. They're down their top 3 corners. That's huge for us because that means that the Chargers are going to be looking at, let's see, down their top 3 corners. They are going to have, or not top 3, but they have 3 corners out. Brandon Flowers, Bashaud Breeland, and Fernando Jeffrey as their 3 corners. So if we go 4 wide, we're going to see a lot of Corey Graham, maybe Glover Quinning coverage. It's going to be interesting. We'll take a look at their overall roster real quick. Phillip Rivers is still their quarterback. Daniel Thomas will be their running back. Doran Dickerson, Griffin Grant, Chris Harper, and Marcus Scott. Ladarius Green, Lance Kendricks, Kevin Mason, Connor Pittman. I expect a lot of tight end sets. Dwayne Brown and Greg Robinson. Orlando Franklin, Stephen Wisniewski, DJ Fluker, Jawan James, and Huston James. Cedric Thornton and Derek Wolfe and Charles Johnson. Corey Leggett, they have a really good defensive line. Al Woods, Jeremy Atachu, Komisi, Denzel Perryman, Melvin Ingram. Okay, and then the rest we already saw. Mike Nugent and Alec Price. So they are 8-3. We are 8-3. And we'll take a look at the stats. And then we will just do this scouting and then we'll end the video. So here are our stats. Almost 2,500 yards for Brady Johns. 20 touchdowns, 9 picks at 63% through 11 games. Jamon Alden, 228 for 1,366 yards with 5 games remaining, 8 touchdowns. Eric Armstead, 66 for 269 and 5 touchdowns as well. Nate Hill, 44, 676, 8 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, 44, 562 and 4. Lauderdale, 42, 544. Kris Arnold, 26 and 341, but 4 touchdowns. Blocking. TJ Clemmings is the weak link on the offensive line, it seems. Jamal McNeal leads the way in tackles. Jawan Carey right behind him, followed by Malcolm Jenkins and Eric Reid. Reid, 8 tackles for a loss. Austin, 6. Armstead, 6. McNeal, 4. Sacks. Sedale Hunt leads the way with 6.5, followed by Aaron Lynch and Dallas Austin. Eric Armstead and Mike Daniels there with him. Interceptions, 2 for Reid, 1 for Motes, 1 for Jackson, 1 for Jenkins, 1 for Ogletree, 1 for Boykin, 1 for Gordon, 1 for Tart. Deflection, 7 for JT Ogletree. Catches allowed, 15 for Ogletree, 12 for Jawan Carey, 9 for Motes. 3 forced fumbles for Jamal McNeal, 2 for Sedale Hunt. Hunt has recovered 2, and he's taken 1 back to the house. Jaquiski Tart also has a pick 6, no safeties, no blocked kicks. Kicking-wise, Brandon McManus is 12 for 15 at 80%. Not very good. Marquette King, 42 punts. All right, he's been pretty good. Le'Veon Duncan, no kick return touchdowns this season. 1 punt return touchdowns from Antonio Moody. Now we'll take a look at the Chargers. We'll do this a little bit faster. Rivers, 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, 10 picks, 61%. Daniel Thomas, 9 touchdowns, 544 yards and 3.6 yards per carry. Melvin Gordon, 509 yards, 4.8 yards per carry. Griffin Grant, 70 for 1,100 and 7 touchdowns. That's crazy. Lance Kendricks, Jonathan Baldwin, Daniel Thomas. So they pass a lot. Yeah, they pass a lot. Actually, we'll do the blocking first. Let's see who's the one who gives up the most sacks. It's Dwayne Brown. Okay. Komisi, Jaleel Adai. Tackles for a loss, Corey Leggett. Sacks, Corey Leggett. Interceptions, Komisi. Interesting, we'll keep that in mind. Deflections, Brandon Flowers a lot, Komisi a lot. Forced fumbles, 5 for Misi. He's had a really good season. Touchdowns, 1 for Bashaud Breeland. No safeties, no blocked kicks. Oh, 1 blocked kick, it's Cedric Thornton. Mike Nugent is 16 for 18. That's 88%. Price is not too bad at all. And no kick return, no punt return touchdowns. So that's it for the stats portion, as we'll be taking on the Chargers, like I said, in the next episode. That'll be coming to you guys on Wednesday. We'll see any other important news articles, any players, stories that we need to know about, draft stories. All right, there we go. Philip Russell, defensive tackle. All righty. DT Philip Russell. Setting a record for the most sacks in the season with 20. Crazy. So we're going to scout him right now if we haven't already. We're going to definitely bookmark him. Book. Philip Russell, there he is. Projected first round talent, a lot of sacks. Okay, we looked at all of that position. We looked all in here. We're going to look at outside linebacker a little bit. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Inside linebacker we looked at. Let's take a look at... Ooh. Thin on this side of the... on the front. Okay, so not too bad. But we do bookmark him. Philip Russell. Someone who gets a lot of sacks. We'll see what everybody else does. We'll see if Thomas Sam ever does make it back onto the draft board. After, well, I think he dropped out of school or something. Whatever it was, interesting to keep in mind. But that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be taking on the San Diego Chargers, like I said, next time. It'll be from San Diego Stadium. It's Qualcomm, whatever. And with a victory, we don't secure the division per se. If we win and Seattle loses, we'll actually clinch the division. I'm pretty sure. Let me check the divisional records. We are 6-0 at home, 2-3 on the road. 4-1 in the division. So technically, if the Cardinals lose another game in the division, it's over. With a win here and a Seahawks loss. So who do the Seahawks face this week? Because that's going to be crazy if we clinch the division at week 13. That's just... that would be insane. The Seahawks face the Eagles. Okay. We are rooting for the Eagles then. We'll see if we end up clinching the division or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlight Swami, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.